Hey everyone, this is Chris DiFurio with Keys to the Shop. Welcome to another edition of Shift Break. This episode of Shift Break is brought to you by Ernex. One of the reasons why you're listening to this episode today maybe is that you just have a couple of minutes and you want to get some wisdom, some insights, and it'll help improve your career. It'll help improve your coffee bar. And that's exactly the way cleaning your equipment works. You get a couple of minutes after a rush and you get in there and you get it done. It makes the coffee taste so much better. And for the job of keeping your equipment working at its highest potential, having it cleaned and cared for well, I absolutely recommend and use Ernex. Ernex has been creating cleaning products for the coffee industry for over 80 years, and they develop products for a wide range of equipment in your shop, including cold brew, your steam wands, grinders, brewers, espresso machines, and they even have the world's first dedicated cleaner for roasters. And what is amazing about them is they work hand in hand with coffee professionals across the globe, a huge network of professionals, giving them feedback, helping them as they develop these products to make sure that they're effective and that they're easy to use. It's always amazing to me how great Ernex cleaners work on the bar. The bottom line here is that clean equipment makes the best coffee, and the best cleaning products are made by Ernex. Find out more information by visiting their website at ernex.com. All right, so today I wanted to talk to you about something that I think is really going to change the game in terms of how we operate as coworkers in a coffee shop. No one needs to tell us that coffee shops can be high-pressure situations. I always am amused by people who tell me they want to open a coffee shop because they love the chill and relaxed atmosphere of coffee shops, and they thought it would be really cool to start a coffee shop. And definitely want to, let them know, hey, you're really going to have to learn how to enjoy coffee a slightly different way because you're not going to be leaning back in a chair and drinking your coffee very often. In fact, your coffee's probably going to get cold before you can drink it more often than not. So, I don't know, just drink iced coffee. But anyway, it's a high-pressure situation. And when the pressure is on, it's easy for us to become frustrated with minor inconveniences, and we magnify the flaws, a lot of times in ourselves, but also in our coworkers. And when we say that we're a team, and when we say we work together, and we do have this culture in the bar where we do feel this camaraderie, there is something that threatens that often. And it's when you witness your coworkers doing things that are just not the greatest. Maybe they're ignoring an SOP. Maybe they're messing up in a way that kind of causes the rest of the shift to go into confusion mode, and it's just faster to fix it yourself, or maybe you're the more senior barista, you fix it yourself and move on, and the pressure of the bar kind of causes you to stuff it down and you don't talk about it again. Well, the problem here is that these types of things fester, and this is what leads to gossip. I would encourage you to go listen to our episode about gossip. That's actually a Shift Break episode that I'll link to in the show notes here that you should definitely listen to. But what I think is a solution here is an agreement between coworkers, an agreement between coworkers to call each other on their stuff, to call each other onto the mat for things that can improve, or at the very least, have an agreement that says, if I ask you for feedback, will you tell me the truth? Will you, when you notice things that I do that are less than helpful for the workflow of the bar, or are a little bit off when it comes to hospitality or service, or my coffee's not looking that great, or I'm making mistakes on the bar making the coffee, will you tell me about that? Can you imagine a staff of 5 or 6 people in a coffee bar who all together agree that we're not going to backbite, we're going to actually do the opposite, and that is help develop each other? Instead of just relying on the trainer or the manager to notice the things that you're doing right or wrong, Rely on each other. You have the ability to really grow if you have constant input and people watching your back. And if you're watching their back and it's mutual, that's going to form a real tight bond. And it's going to feel great to be in a place where people believe in each other and can also really be honest with each other when it comes to performance. Management can't always be there to see your good or bad performance. And the trainer won't always catch the things that you need work on. But the person you're working next to all the time, maybe it is the trainer, maybe it's the manager, but sometimes you don't see them as much as you see the person you're working next to. I think we need to develop the kind of respect for each other that says, I'm not going to say to a coworker, can you believe what she just did? And not tell you about it. I'm not going to gossip. I'm actually going to give you the feedback. So the challenge here is getting everybody to agree to it in the first place. You might not have everyone on board, but maybe there's just another person out of the team of 7 or 8 baristas that work at the shop that will be down to do this with you. Kind of partner together, hold each other accountable, be honest with one another, and help each other succeed. These are the types of things that we have available to us at any given moment. We just have to give ourselves permission to be honest and then kind of take the first step. And you'll see that there's a lot of growth that can happen here. I really think this is a great way forward, and it kind of covers some of the blind spots that trainers and managers can't always cover. And if you decide to take this on and find yourself somebody on staff who will help keep you accountable and is agreeing to be held accountable by you as well, then I would love to hear how that goes and what changed as a result of it. So that's it for today's episode. Again, be honest with one another. Develop relationships based on a mutual desire to see the success of the other person. And include in that an agreement that we're going to be honest with one another and help each other grow in this profession. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope this was a helpful episode for you. Go visit ernex.com to learn more about the best coffee cleaner out there. And I will see you here next week for another edition of Shift Break, from keys to the shop.